is, anytime a superhero movie dares to go out of the norm, especially now, like for instance, Joker, people want to complain. Why do you think that is, brother Jordan?
Avengers. That's it. Yeah, that's true. The Avengers, the Avengers released in 2012 was a ginormous cultural hit.
Oh my god.
Ever since then, everybody has been clamoring to copy Marvel's formula. It has not worked, and now a lot of studios don't really know what to do with their properties, except kind of half-assed do a cinematic universe. And Warner Brothers themselves, they've gone back and forth trying to do it. And if we're honest here, the two competitors are really, it's Marvel and DC, so Warner Brothers and Disney. That's it. I mean, yeah, there's like Image Comics and like Dark Horse comic books, but like they are not brands and huge or as big franchises like, you know, the DC properties or the Marvel properties or even the Vertigo properties. So, yeah, the Avengers, like, that's why, because that is so ingrained into our, like, we don't associate comic book movies, we don't associate that with, like, Blade, X-Men, Spider-Man 2, Hellboy, like, Watchmen. We don't associate it with all those different kinds of movies. We associate it with the Avengers, the Marvel universe. That's what audience think of when they hear a comic book movie. When there is a lot of other ways to make a comic book movie. So,
exactly.
And just because of the times we're living in, and I guess the stupidity of people is just at an all-time high, it's the Avengers. Like, that's why people expect the Avengers whenever they go to a comic book movie. And that's really it.
Joker director Todd Phillips has made some interesting remarks when it comes to Marvel. He himself revealed that it took a lot of convincing for Joker to be the film that it is, and ultimately, it will pay off, aside from the assistant bitching we see on Twitter. He was quoted as saying, "Let Joker be the first, then let's get fucking great filmmakers to come in. Instead of trying to live in the shadow of the beast, MCU, let's do something they can't. This included $30 million budgets, no CGI hoopla. Let's strip that all away. It'll be liberating." End quote. He's right that this is something that the Disney-made MCU simply can't and won't ever do. A Joker as cinematic film with an R rating will never exist in the MCU, especially now that Disney Plus is confirmed to only include PG-13 content. He's right that the MCU is a beast, but only because the movies never go outside of the rated E for everyone content that other comic book movies like Logan, Joker, Batman v Superman, Watchmen, and Deadpool, and others have. Todd Phillips is right in a way when he says you can't beat Marvel. Marvel has had the luxury of debuting in 2008 with the first Iron Man film all the way up till now with their ever-expanding universe. The convenience of talking trees and dabbing Hulks just means that everyone can get a good laugh and quickly move on to the next one unless the movie has a cat named Goose. But I have to disagree with Todd Phillips only a little when he says you can't beat Marvel. This is not a diss. I repeat, this is not a diss. The reality is that when movies like the aforementioned Logan, BVS Ultimate Edition, and more, the truth that is studios like WB, Fox, and Sony have shown that the MCU can be rivaled, even if the box office totals aren't always up to par with the MCU. WB did this, for example, when they released the Ultimate Edition of BVS in 2016, which had a much better pace and felt more true to the vision of Zack Snyder and Chris Terrio / David Goyer. You look at Fox before the Disney hostage takeover, and they did this 3 times with Logan and both respectful Deadpool films. Had Fox's Marvel Universe continued on without Disney influence, I can only imagine how many other R-rated films would have come about in that universe. I guess what I'm trying to say is that there is certainly a market for R-rated comic book movies, and that in reality, serious and grounded superhero movies certainly have an audience, even in today's MCU-dominated market. The discussion no one wants to have is, superhero movies can be fun, but at the same rate they can and should be serious and grounded and have more to say, if that is what the respective filmmaker intends. The issue isn't that said person might like or dislike a film, it's when said person believes that all superhero / comic book movies need to follow the same style as the MCU. We see this among unbelievably popular film critics and reviewers that have seemingly an issue if a comic book adaptation isn't fun or lighthearted. Furthermore, the MCU can be beat, and is in a way, because there are certainly enough of us that recognize that variation in comic book movies is perfectly alright, like Spawn creator Todd McFarlane. There are those of us that don't mind movies having a distinct style, and a movie about a completely fictional clown existing, because after all, who doesn't enjoy a good or great movie? Joker's criticisms and tomato meter following soon after Todd Phillips discussing Marvel really isn't a surprise, but in the end, I can almost guarantee you that Todd Phillips and Joaquin Phoenix will definitely still get the last laugh.
Ha ha, joke's on you, high five. I'm bulletproof.